Hello students, today we are going to configure RIP, that is routing information protocol, and HDLC protocol. Both we will do in the same network. Okay, just for your reference I'll just write here RIP and HDLC. Okay, RIP and HDLC configuration we will do. So let's get started. So go for the PCs. We will take two PCs over here and two PCs on the other side. Okay, and we need a switch, so we will take the generic switch, that is a switch PT, and the switch PT on the other side. Okay, now we will make we will add the routers over here. So add the generic router PT and router PT on this side. Clear? So this is how we are making the network today. So two PCs on the one side and two PCs on the other side. Clear? So we will make the connections now. So go for the connections. I will select the automatic connection from PC to the switch, and again one more PC to the switch, and here also same PC to the switch, and fine. Now switch to the router, again switch to the router. These are all straight through cables. For your information I'll tell you. Okay, those are all straight through cables. Now I'll just make like this, so that in between, what is the connection between router and the router we will see now. So router to router there is a serial DCE. Can you just mouse over here, so you can see serial DC, and this router is having the clock rate, can you see, and this router is doesn't have the clock rate. Okay, so remember that as well. Now we will configure all the PCs, all the devices now. So this side in the network is 192.168 dot some, this is 10 network, let us say, and that is 10.2. okay, uh, consider it is a 10.2. I'm just not removing PC1 over here, so let it be like that. So which PC is configured with which uh, device, I mean sorry, which IP address, you can easily understand. So see here, this side say 192.168.10.3, this one and 10.2, and what is the network address over here, that is 192.168 and 10.0. Clear? So this is the 10.0 network, and for example here we will consider 192.168.20.0 network. You just consider that is a 20.0. Then I just copy this one, so it will be easy to configure the other two PCs. This is 20.2, let us say. Okay, and the PC3 will be 20.3. okay, so these are all the configurations, just labeling, not the configuration. Okay, labeling is done. So see here, this is completely, these two PCs are belongs to 10 network, and these two PCs are belongs to 20 network, and now there is a network between two routers as well. So I'll just give the router, here the router will be, for example, that is a 10 network, let us say 10.20.20.2. okay, and this side this connection will be 10.20.20.3, let us say. Okay, so these two, now if you consider three networks totally we are using over here, that is 10 network, and here 192.168.10 network, I mean, and 192.168.20 network, and here in between the two routers, that is a class A network is available, right? So now quickly we will configure each device. So this is PC1. okay, go for IP configuration, that is 192.168.10.2. clear, and 192.168.10.1, right? So that is a default gateway. Okay, that is a default gateway. Now go for the PC0 over here, go for the desktop, go for 10.3 over here, subnet mask, then default gateway. So 10 network we have already configured now. So now go for the 20 network, go for the desktop here. This is 20.3. okay, then subnet mask it will automatically take, then here 20.1. fine. So now here go for 20.2, that is a PC2 IP configuration. Then this is 20.2, okay, that is network 20. Then here it will be 20.1. okay, so fine. Configuration for the PCs, 4 PCs have done. Now we will configure the router here. So if mouse over here, this is F00 and this is serial port. So go for the router 0, go for the config F00. So what is the gateway address what we have given? That is 192.168 dot 10.1, right? Then subnet mask and port status you have to on over here, that is for fast ethernet 00. Now go for serial port here. Serial port address is 10.20.20.2, clear. Then port status will be, I mean the subnet mask, this is a class A address, so subnet mask will be 255.0.0.0 and port status you have to on, fine. Though the address for this I mean router configuration is done, router 0, go for router 1. You have to repeat the same steps over here. So here what is the fast ethernet 00? That is 20 dot, right? So 192.168.20.1, that is the default gateway on the other side. So on the port status and go for serial, that serial port we can see here, that is 10 20 20.3, clear. So that is a subnet mask and port status on. So can you see now all the green lights are appearing over here? There is a, see here, there is orange light, yani the network will configure. It will take some few seconds, okay, no need to worry. Meanwhile we will check over here. So this device to this device, yes, we can send the network. And this PC to this router, yes, can you see this is successful? Now can I send the message from this PC to this router? This is failed, can you see? And again the same way, this PC to this PC means 10 network 192.168, 10 network to 192.168, 20 network, can I send the data? No, because we didn't configure yet the router. So go for the router 0. Now go for here, see, can you see this RIP? Go for RIP and here you have to give this router 0 is connected to how many networks? This is 192.168.10 network and this is a 10.20. means class A network. So those two you have to give here, 192.168.10.0, that is a network. Add the network. So you can see over here, likewise 10 dot here 20.20.0. If you give 20.20.0 also, it will take the according to the class A. And can you see here 10.0.0.0, that is a class A mask it will take, okay. So likewise you have to configure the router 1 as well, that is go for RIP, or this time we will configure using a command line arguments, okay. Go for the command line interface CLI, okay. Here in the CLI command line interface, as here the configuration and interface is available, so you have to just click exit. So it is the global mode, and here you have to do router, okay, RIP here. And same router 1, see here, router 1 knows how many networks? 2 networks, that is a 192.168.20 network and this network, right? So the same thing you have to give here, that is network network, what is the network address? 192.168.20.0, right? And again the network, that will be another side, that is 10.0.0.0. You can keep like this, okay, and you can press exit. So finish. So the router configuration for RIP configuration for router 1 is also done. Now we will check whether the messages we can transfer or no from this PC to this router failed. Okay, wait, it will take some time to configure. So let me check from this router to this router it is working. It will take some time, my dear. Okay, wait for some time, we will check. Just few more seconds it will take to uh, I mean all the connections to set up by the network. So wait for some time. So let's check once again here from this PC to this router. It's again failed. So here there is a problem. Yeah, we forgot to give here. See here, when you are having a connection between router to router, this is a serial port, right? So here the clock rate, we need to set the clock rate over here. Go to serial port. Okay, here see the clock rate. You can set the clock rate up to, for example, 56,000. Okay, on the other side no need to set the clock rate. Why? Because there is, see, there is no clock symbol over here. Okay, now check from the router to router. I'll just delete now and I will show you. Okay, now see, from this router to router, yes, can you see the successful? And again the message from this network to this network, yes, it is working. So anywhere to anywhere you can send the data. And here if you can see, you can see, see, I will show you the message from this PC to this PC. Then if you want to see the simulation mode, now you can check how the data is transferring. Okay, can you see how the data is transferring? You just check. So message is sending from sender to the receiver. Now the receiver is responding to the sender. That how, when you are using the ping command, you can see clearly that is a reply you're getting from the receiver, right? So there you can having a reply. So same, the receiver is sending a reply to the sender that yes, I received your message. So see, clear? So that is how we can check the simulation mode as well. Now the RIP is done. Now we will see the HDLC configuration. Clear? For the same network, we will do HDLC configuration. So now to configure HDLC, you just go to router 0. Okay. So in the CLI, you just type, okay, just type show. Before showing, you have to go for exit. Okay. See here, go for exit, or you can directly go, control Z. If you press, you can go to okay, the root. Then here you can show IP all interfaces brief. Okay, so see here, what are the things here? Fast Ethernet 00, the port fast Ethernet 00. Otherwise we can say the interface 192.168.0.10.1, and it is method is manual and status is up, the protocol is up. Yani we have already configured the protocol. Okay, and for serial 2/0 also we have given the IP address over here, you as well as the protocol also set up over here, right? So obviously what we have not assigned, so it is coming as unassigned, so that doesn't matter. So go to uh, for example, to see whether, see, one more important point here, when you have configured all these things, HDLC protocol is automatically configured. Okay, I'll show you that how the HDLC is working over here or no. So go to the global mode. Okay, that is conf t, means configuration terminal. Okay, we are into the terminal. Then we will check serial 2/0 port. Okay, so we will go to the serial 2/0. Here if it is not configured, you can go for encapsulation HDLC. Okay, click enter. So your router is configured with the HDLC protocol. Okay, to check whether it is configured with HDLC or no, go to the root, that is press Ctrl Z. Okay, here just type show. Okay, show int s2/0, sorry, int s2/0, that is serial port. Can you see here? See here, the encapsulation HDLC, right? Means that router 0 is configured with HDLC. I will show you here the next router. I'm not configuring here the router, I'll just show you. See here, go for Control Z, go for the root, then show. Okay, uh, int int, int means interface, serial 2/0. Okay, can you see here encapsulation HDLC? Here I didn't configure any HDLC protocol for this router 1. Okay, so it is already available. If in case it is not available in your network, just press enter. Then you can go for the global configuration mode. Okay, here you have to configure. So to which port you have to configure, that port you have to go, that is int, that means in interface serial 2/0. Go for that interface, then encapsulation HDLC. Like this you can configure the HDLC protocol. Okay, I'm not making anything over here. Why? Because this is already configured with HDLC protocol. Clear, all of you? So all these systems are working. The messages are sending, the packets are sending from one system to the other system, anywhere to anywhere. Clear? So this is how we can configure our IP as well as HDLC protocol. Okay, I hope you understand. If you have any comments or any questions, you just comment below. Thank you so much. I hope you understand.